Hi, my name is Chef Jack Kraft. I work for Hy-Vee, and today I'm going to show a turkey recipe for Thanksgiving. It's kind of a little special recipe, what I like to call a show-off turkey. It's called a bacon butter indulgence turkey. So we'll get started here. First thing we're going to do, we just got a nice butter ball here. The Hy-Vee turkeys are just as good to use for it. I just happened to choose a butter ball. That's what we had available. So we're going to get this all washed up, open it, be real careful not to spill all the juices out all over. We're going to go right over to the sink, and then the only thing you need to really worry about is you just want to have real nice cold water, and you want to have it running gently because you don't want to spray any, or splash any of the juices from the turkey out all over the place and spread bacteria. So we got your turkey here. Careful not to touch anything while you're working with it. And get rid of the neck, any of the giblets in there. Come on to the back end and pull out the rest of the giblets. And then we're just going to rinse the turkey off. Rinsing the cavity and the outside very well. Sure, and open that back end up. Okay. I grab my cutting board here so I don't spread the turkey juices all over. Kind of drain it out. Set it on my board. These turkey, I like to tuck the wings under the back just to kind of hold it up a little bit, so it'll stand up nice and straight. These turkeys are already have the skin kind of pulled over here, so you really don't need to truss it when it's done. So all we're going to do is, it's a very simple recipe. I'm just going to hit it with a little salt and pepper, kind of all over the place here. A little pepper. And then we want to make sure we hit the inside of it, of course. We want to get that cavity all nice and seasoned up. So we're going to make a little sage butter here. We just have some fresh sage. Just one little package of it right here. We're going to tear the leaves off of that. You can use the whole package or just half of it, just depending on your preference for how you like the flavor of sage. Okay. Now we're just going to chop this up. Kind of a rough chop. And then we're going to add that to our butter. I have 2 sticks of unsalted butter here. And then we're just going to take a fork and kind of mash it up. Until that sage is well distributed through the butter. So then now all that needs to be done is to kind of gently pull the skin back from the turkey off the breast. And if you want to use a knife, you can to help you along. If not, you can just pull it with your hands. Kind of gently pull it back. That skin can tear really easily, so you want to just do it very gently until we get it pretty much off, and then pull it back off the drumsticks a little. Like so. And we're just going to take some of that butter with your hand, just kind of mash it in there. It's not a healthy turkey, but it sure tastes wonderful. Keep it nice and moist. Stick a little under the legs here. And then just kind of pull the skin back, kind of gently massage that butter in there. Okay, so the next step is you're going to take some pure maple syrup. I have a 8-ounce jar here. I'm going to maybe use about half of this jar total. I'm going to pull the skin back a little and put some of the maple syrup under there. Pull back the legs. And just kind of drown it, and then we're going to go all over the outside of it. Now rub that in. Okay. Then we're going to transfer this to a pan, just like this. And I like to use a little rack to put it on. You don't have to do that, but it just helps the turkey from sticking to the bottom of the pan. And then you're going to put that in a 350-degree oven for 2 hours. And then after 2 hours, you're going to pull the turkey out of the oven. And if you want to, you can cover it with foil for the first 2 hours. You don't really have to, but it could brown up a little bit too much if you don't. So I recommend using just kind of loosely tinting it with foil, and I like to use the non-stick foil so you don't have to worry about the maple syrup sticking. So this will go in the oven for 2 hours. Then you pull it out, and you're going to take, I'm using applewood smoked bacon. You could use black pepper bacon or just hickory smoked bacon. And basically you're just going to layer the bacon over the top of the breast. Alright. One more on right here. Okay, so that will go back in the oven for about another hour to an hour and a half, or possibly a little longer depending on the size of the turkey. This was about a 10-pound turkey here, so kind of a small turkey. It could take up to 4 hours total cooking time, where you would leave the turkey in for 3 hours and then place the bacon on it for the last hour. But you just do it for about the last hour to brown it up. So you'll know when this turkey is done because you're going to put a thermometer inserted into the breast. You want the juices to run clear, and you want it to be 165 degrees internal temperature. And you can also temp it kind of down in the deepest part down here. And you're looking for that to be around 100 and maybe 70 degrees down there, 175. A wonderful bacon butter indulgence turkey. It's a showpiece.